Okay, y'all, back at it again with episode 2. Okay, no Beyonce, because that's how she did her Anyways, y'all know. So, this episode, we're going to talk about how do I wear hats with my hair. Yeah, you seeing it now. So, this is how. This is, y'all know, beanie. It's called several things, but I'm gonna call it a beanie. That's how we call it in Texas, anyways. But yes, as we go later on, I'm gonna show you later on how I'm wearing this hat and how this hat isn't theoretically messing up my hair, like this example. So, again, remember, we showing this hair on the road. So I'm in the car, and this is the road. Mission almost accomplished, but we're going somewhere. So today, I just really wanted some mac and cheese. So I'm really going to Dickey's Barbecue to get the mac and cheese. Dickey's Barbecue is just okay, but the mac and cheese is what I want. So that's where I'm going. And then I'm going. Anyways, we're going to go snap my fingers. We're going to be there in 3, 2, 1. Y'all see it? We did it. Okay. Up the Dickies. At the Dickies. Anyways, about to go get this mac and cheese, no barbecue, and be back to the car. So, and nothing special. I'm about to go. Okay, y'all. I got a thing. The macaroni, and that's all I got. I got the big size. I'm getting down. It's heavy. When I get back home, I'm gonna open it up, okay? And later on, I'm gonna show y'all how I wear my hair under this hat and how I wear it at night. And we're gonna go multiple ways over the season, but this is gonna how I do it today. Okay, as promised, we here at the park, okay, with Patricio, El Perito. Yeah, last time I called him Pero, but that just means dog in Spanish. He's a little dog, so Perito. Anyways, he's pulling me bad. Say hi to the people, Podball. What do you got to say? He say, let's go. Okay, y'all, back at it again. I got 2 other beanies I'm going to show you and a hat. So if I was just pretend, anyways, this is just going to be like if I couldn't decide what I wanted to wear, and I'm going to test on all three to see what looks best. So I already face frame my hair. No point to do that again. Just take the hat off, and then we'll put on the next hat. So like same thing, put on the hat, face frame, if necessary, and then bam, that's it. Really simple. Never mess your hair up. So simple. If you just get a satin lining like this, your hair will always be intact. Wear as many hats as you want to. And I really think that as long as you remember, I said in the last one, you balding is physics, but also with the top of the head, not the back of the head. Is genetics at the same time. If if it's baldness in your family's in your family, but you can help it with help. You can help prevent baldness with head massages. I'm gonna insert that picture of that white man. This man was going bald, but Beyonce, that I say that product is mainly, the first ingredient is water. Then it has some rice, keratin and stuff, lots of good stuff. But I'm just saying, the combination of just adding that and doing scalp massages in the part that physically is where the blood is going to the least, it grew his hair back in 16 weeks. Imagine if you just start head massaging your head in those places that you need to. You will get the event. The point I'm trying to make is that just don't overwear the hat and make sure to do the head massages. You shouldn't go bald. Honestly, as long as it's not hereditary genetics, you should be fine. Just don't overdo it like a lot of people have, not caring. And I'm telling you, you mainly went bald because of these people discredit the inside of these linings not being lined. And not being lined, these are not good for your hair. Cotton is not good for your hair directly. It's not. It just takes all your moisture out. I'm just saying, people underestimate. Look at the inside of this. There's nothing in here. Luckily, this one is breathable. So if you can get you a breathable hat, that helps a lot too. You see how it has the little holes? Because that's to let the air out. Because even they know that if you don't let no air out, you're basically putting a petri dish on your head, and that's what a lot of people do. They discredit keeping a hat on all day, the hat heat not escaping your head, and then that making an effect on your hair when you do it for years on years, not day on days, not week on weeks, years on years. Okay, with lack of head massage, no Beyonce products. Anyways, yeah, so this hat was great. Too easy. On to the next. Okay, now I got a thinner hat. Same thing, face frame, because if you don't, your hair could be hidden under the hat. That's a high possibility. So this is a quick fix. Looks nice and fine, looks good. Thinner hat. I typically wear this hat when it's cold, but not cold, and maybe I want to wear a hat. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to wear. I want to wear a hat, but I don't need to wear a hat. I'll wear this thin one. Those other ones are like, I need to wear a beanie, like for real. And last one is going to be with the hat. Now, I guess I'll show you forward first, because it's the easiest thing to do. Literally just put that mug on. And then, so yeah, this one, I had to just face frame a little bit. But yeah, like you literally just put the hat on, like, bam, easy. Now, I guess, now this is the thing. Now in the back, it is going to be showing. So I guess let me show y'all. You see, so what I do if I don't want it to show and I'm trying to be like, oh, I don't have nothing under my hat, it's just a hat. You don't need to know that. You see how I'm just like tucking it in? I'll just tuck it in under the hat. And for the most part, as long as it's not windy, you fine. And then sometimes, don't care. If people see your do-rag, oh well, what they gonna do? Nobody gonna say nothing to you at all, other than haters. I'm just kidding. Hey y'all, back at it again with another one. So, on this episode, we are talking about how do I wear hats like I currently am right now with this curly hair, because traditionally when you think of hat and hat hair, you see this, or you think of like this. Here we're going to put in this example of this influencer. Her name is Erdumi. We'll put it in right here. She's very wonderful. I just didn't want to say her name wrong. Spare the moment. But she's very wonderful. She does great videos. But yes, look, when she takes her bonnet or whatever you want to call this off, this is what our hair looks like. So how do I wear a hat and not get that result? Let me go ahead and show you how. Now, this is how. So as you see, I actually have, remember in my last episode, I mentioned wearing one of these. It's basically like the satin lining, like a do-rag. It's the same thing, but it just goes around and it doesn't, there's no, the do-rag, you tie it up. You don't tie this one up. And so what you do is when you take it off and your hair's flat like this, you have about 2 minutes. Your hair still is from the heat of the head. And let me just show you. You're just going to do this. I mean, that's not bad for like 30 seconds worth of work, and I just had on a hat. Now we'll do the comparison. This was me like 20 seconds ago. You know that don't work. Anyways, and this is me now. So I could put on a hat and take it off as many times as I want to and just do the same thing. What happens is, again, I'm going to put back on the screen when my hair is flat and just show the picture. The reason the hair is flat is, this is physics. Basically, because I have this satin lining and then my hat is pushing my hair down. That's what makes it way down. And so like you've seen pictures of people who have hat hair, how when they take their hat off, it looks flat like this. Oops, like this. And basically when you use this satin lining and you have, Afro curly hair, all you have to do is just wear this lining. And again, because I mentioned in the Beyonce episode about how heat in your head is one of the heat sensors. You got your head, you got your palms, anywhere where it's a different color than your color, that's a heat sensor. Your scalp is typically lighter than your main color. Your palms are typically lighter than your main color. And then the bottom of your feet, that's where heat escapes. And that's sometimes why if your feet are sweaty, it's because heat is literally escaping from your feet. But yes, anyways, the point I'm trying to make is when you have on this hat, what happens is the heat is actually warming your hair up from your scalp. That's not being able to escape just because you're wearing a hat. And when you wear it I would say you wear it as long as you want to, but it typically takes about 10-15 minutes for the hat hair to get in, basically when it flattens down. And the beautiful thing about the products that I personally use, which is Scala as a co-wash, I use the Dew as a moisturizer. The Dew, the first time you use it, going from afro to curl, just not going to look like it's doing anything, but it's adding moisture that the other products are not adding. I use Blue Magic. I always add water first, and I use Blue Magic to seal the water in because water leaves very fast from the hair. And then I add in the Dew for the moisturizer, and then I add in my gel, which is the African Pride gel. It's a hard gel. It's actually meant for locks, but it works for curly hair as well. You just don't want to overuse it, but basically that product is what clumps the hair, and that's how I'm able to get the curl. Without that product, the hair doesn't necessarily clump. It will be moisturized though, but if you want the clump, that is what gives the clump. It's a very hard product, and it really great for tiny curls. But again, you cannot use that product by itself, and that product by itself is for locks. But that product used with moisturizing products will give you curls, because you'll see the hairstylist is the one who normally sees it, but they can notice that, oh, the hair is curling up, but then they put it into locks, so then they could do. So yes, I'm talking long. Let me go ahead and wrap this up. So I'm gonna show you how I put this hat back on. To go back out, and we're going to go to the park, and I'll show you my little dog at the little park. So this me putting the hat on. Watch this. Okay, if you have longer hair, this part is optional, but I basically pull the hair down. They call it face framing, just to make sure that this part of the hair sticks out from the hat and that it doesn't incur any bunching, because if you don't pull it down, then you might take this off and your hair might be bunched, but that's just because you put it on bad. Anyways, okay, and before I put on the hat, in my last episode I said, look, these hats, they don't have any lining. Like in America or anywhere in the world, people do not care. We buy this crap anyways, and they sell zero lining. There are hats that now come out with lining, but the lining is really terrible. It's not that good, or it's very cheap, and after you use it 1-2 times, it comes apart. So bad. You get this, I want to say I paid 99 cents for this do-rag cap. It's satin lining, not the one that's so thin. It's satin lining. I paid 99 cents for it. It might be like $1.40, tariffs. Anyways, but yeah, it might be a little more expensive, but or it could be even more expensive depending on where you get it at. But that's I'm in Tejas. Anyways, but yeah, you're good. And I sleep in this at night as well. Later on, I will show you how I put my hair up at night. There's several different ways you could put your curly hair up. You don't have to put it up just one way. There's so many ways, and I'll show you that later. But this is not me putting on the hat. I just want to show y'all how it has no lining, and that if you put this directly on your head, then all that work you did with your hair just go out the window, because this has cotton, and cotton is going to take all the moisture out of your head, and it's going to wick right into this hat. So it was like, but you put a satin lining on, any grease and stuff, it goes into the hat. But the good thing is that grease stays in the hat, so like you know what I'm saying, all your moisturizer is still like, you put it back on your do-rag, moisturize your stuff right back up. It's not that dramatic, but anyways. Okay, as you see, that was very easy. Typically, since I'm looking in the camera, this is my mirror. So, but I just look in the mirror and I just face frame, pull down any hairs, and I pull the hairs in the back just to make sure. And then a little extra step you can do. Actually, we won't get into that, but you could just, just pull on your ends a little bit. Just make sure they look presentable. I'm gonna go ahead and mention this now. The secret to having tiny curls and them looking good more often than not is to keep your ends of your hair moisturized. You do not really have to consistently wet your entire head of hair, especially if you have low porosity. The rest of your hair is probably still moisturized, but it's the ends that most likely look toe up. And I'm gonna really get in on another episode. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into it bad. Or as I used to say in the back of the day, good. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna really get into it and make some sense out of that. But it's the ends of the hair that you need to keep moisturized and refresh more often. I refresh mine about, depending, I would say every other day. If I refresh my hair and it's still moisturized, sometimes I could go up to 4 days without having to fix it, because my hair is just still that fabulous for 4 days in a row. Okay. That 5th day will need to be refreshed. But after, if my hair is not, that's only when I wash it. If I wash it, it might can go. If I washed it and I double gelled that same night, I might can go 5 days without having to add more gel. But after it dries out a little bit, you're gonna have to add gel every other day, just to the ends. And then once the ends look so moisturized and the rest of your hair don't, that's how you know it's time to wash. Your ends are your oldest part of the hair. It's the part that, you know, your stuff that keep breaking off. Yeah, it's that. So you always want to keep it in the best kept shape as possible, because it's the oldest part of the hair. And if you refreshen it and you moisturize it often and you start doing that, see, when you do it at first, it might not feel like it's making a difference, but once you start keeping your ends constantly fresh, you're going to notice a difference in your hair and your curl pattern, because your main curl pattern shows at the bottom of your hair. Now I know that this is just okay because I did not refresh my hair today. So this is from, got up at 6 a.m. It's currently 11 hours. I mean, it's 11 a.m. now. Yeah, it's 11 a.m. now. So it's been close about 5 hours with my hair being out. And I did not refresh it because I refreshed it yesterday and it looked really good. So no need to refresh today. Unnecessary. But yes, that's the point I'm trying to get at, and I made it. So we don't got haters. We don't speak them into existence in 2026. But yes, look at it. Looks perfectly fine. A lot better. Now it's not perfect because of course I'm doing it fast, but so, and then last is if you wear it backwards. This is how I tend to wear the hat. So
on and on, eat it now and later, sweeter than the paper, still bitter, but I talk to you later. I still put on for my hey, even if it made me crazy. Say, hey, I get the red light, green light, go. It's emergency, yeah. You know that we gotta go away. Get the red light, green light, go.
Okay, so that was quick. I think that looks fine for now. This is just a video. I'm not finna wear this hat today. But same thing. The good thing is when you wear it backwards, the hat, the bill, they call it the bill, I want to say, it covers up that bulky part that you could easily see when you wear it forward. So you don't even have to mess around in the back. You just want to make sure, personally for me, you want to make sure that this is not below here, because that will, if you put it, your do-rag cap, and it's, you know, your hat, your do-rag cap is over your hat, instead of like either directly in line with it or it's actually like right in line with it. So again, it looks funny if your do-rag is right here. It looks perfectly fine. Nobody's gonna, with this black part, it's fine. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, where's his part? I don't see his part. His scalp is up. That looks, nobody cares. And just be honest, nobody cares. I've got so many compliments in this hat wearing my hair curly just like this. You're like, oh, it looks so good. It looks, something about a hat kind of like this, it gets good contrast, like, oh, okay. But yeah, I've got plenty of compliments wearing my hair just like this, go places just like this. Only problem I would suggest is on a windy day, your hat will blow away. So don't do it on the windy days. I've done it on the windy days. It's funny. Hat blew down the street while I'm in front of all these people, but it's okay. We're not supposed to care like that. We're supposed to, as long as you go back to looking presentable, you okay. Things happen. Don't stress. Don't nobody care. Okay. But yes, this is it. And then again, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Like I've been wearing this for what, like 15 minutes by now. So yeah, you go ahead and take it off. And again, I do this pattern. You only have 2 minutes, because once your hair, the heat leaves, you're not going to get that good result. It's going to be looking this hat hair look. You're going to keep this look so quickly. I'm just going to rub back and forth. This activates the curl pattern, and then you're going to just you're going to scrunch. Okay, y'all, us in the Afro community won't be scrunching like that. Our looser curl friends, they've been scrunching all year. Y'all saw them in 2024 scrunching, and we watched their videos like, oh, that's a lot of work. We need to scrunch too. If you want a curl instead of the separated fro or the fluffy look, which is come from separation, then you're gonna have to clump, which groups the hair together instead of the separated look. A lot of you who have afro.
This our song, open to it. To listen to the full song, go to Josh and Josh Camp.com. Every purchase helps our spread out across the world. Okay. Open to it.